Hey everyone, welcome to my third installment of the Magic Leap series.
Over the last few years, we've been bombarded by technology that pushes us past the 2D screen. And with this new tech has come lots of new terms with lots of differences. Today I've partnered up with Magic Leap to explain what spatial computing is, how it differs from the others, and show you some awesome software taking advantage of it.
So without further ado, time to get spatial. Let's start with the basics, virtual reality or VR. If you follow my channel, then you probably know a little bit about VR. Oh, you don't follow my channel? How embarrassing. Well, you can fix that by clicking that button right down there and clicking the bell for alerts. VR allows for complete immersion that takes us out of our normal reality and, you guessed it, a virtual one. There's the VR headset on Max. It's on his ears, strapped around his head, but Max can't see. He's in a completely different universe.
The fully immersive environment of VR is great when the goal is to escape. It's why you see devices such as the Oculus Quest or experiences like the Void shine in environments that take you out of the real world. But of course, despite efforts to prevent it, things like this can happen.
There's someone here, so that is what Toby's seeing right now. Oh! You need to watch my walls.
Which leads me to augmented reality, or AR. AR keeps us in our physical world and augments it.
AR devices come in lots of forms, such as notifications on your windshield or eyeglasses. You've probably even seen it with apps like Pokemon Go. These devices simply overlay content onto the physical world. They don't understand or interact with your surroundings.
And this leads me to spatial computing. Spatial computing augments your reality, but goes a huge leap further to understand your space and allow the content it's projecting to interact with your surroundings, essentially merging the digital world with the physical. So when I'm opening up apps and placing them around my space, they will bang against furniture and naturally sit on top of surfaces. They'll also stay where they're placed in the room. Projections will also hide behind walls, fixtures, and furniture. The best way to explain spatial computing is to show it. For this, I will show you an experience that really highlights what makes spatial computing different: Boosters. Boosters is a rocket flying game from Weta Workshop. All you have to do is fly the rocket around the room and collect asteroid gubbins on the way.
The rocket interacts with your physical environment, so as you steer it close to walls and furniture, the heat reverberates off of them. And when I steer the rocket too close to objects in the room, the rocket explodes. When placing the launch pad down, the headset displays a mesh as it scans the room. But the game also meshes in real time, so as I walk through the lofty apartment, the rocket continues to fly through previously unmapped areas.
Theoretically, you could move from one side of a space like a showroom or a factory floor to the other end, and the rocket will continue to interact with your new surroundings.
And when you land the rocket, it places this cute little flag.
Oh, that's awesome. I just put one right over there in that corner. Spatial computing is also being put to work in a more productive way with things like Manifest from Tactile. Manifest is being used as a way for employees to create and interact with digital content that's overlaid onto physical objects. Employees can use spatial computing content and devices to more safely operate equipment, inspect and maintain it, or even undertake training on physical equipment through digital training modules.
To check for tire damage, look for abrasions.
I could easily see this being used one day at home when I'm building IKEA furniture. Magic Leap, meet IKEA. IKEA, meet Magic Leap.
Another spatial computing app I love is Create. In Create, you're building a world using characters, portals, building blocks, and more to build an ecosystem to your liking. All the characters interact with your space and each other. They'll even interact with you, like this cute little bot that needs my help getting off the couch. There you go, little bot.
As I sit here with these T-Rexes, knights, and astronauts, I can't help but think, that's where we are now, but one day these could be buildings or cars, or even better yet, roller coaster tycoon. Come on. Spatial computing continues to fascinate me. In my opinion, this is the tech that will have the largest impact on society and the general public. What excites you most about spatial computing? Let me know in the comments. Okay, before I tech you guys later, I have one more thing to show you. Time for liftoff. 3, 2, 1. Now that we're headed into space, make sure you guys give a like to this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell for alerts. I'm Justin, and I'll tech you later.